I don't think this is up for much debate, but Fousey should not be making content on anybody's platform anymore if he's going to do stupid stuff like this.
After grab a suitcase or Adam?
No, Adam, grab a suitcase. You get the out of my house.
It's
What?
Yes, sir.
Fousey is the latest and greatest iteration of these nuisance streamers, which at one point we got to break down because people like Johnny Somali and him and of course Jack, they're ruining the streaming game right now. Fousey has been a train wreck and a spectacle that honestly I can't take my eyes off for the better part of these past couple of years. Now I'm sure that there are some genuine fans, there are real Fouseiites out there, but I would argue that a lot of those people are literally like the old phrase, I just can't take my eyes off this train wreck. And it's getting to a point where just like in that last clip, he doesn't understand that these things are self-destructive, but more so he thinks that these are entertainment pieces. He thinks that he genuinely is adding something to the ethos of the zeitgeist out there, but really people are watching you crash and burn because people are animalistic. They like to see stuff like that. And no, Bryce Hall, we're not gonna sit here and say, yo, Fousey needs to take another break. No, Fousey needs to be held accountable for his actions and stop being platformed. All this comes off of Fousey getting a multi-million-dollar Kick streaming deal, and honestly I thought Kick needed some rounds of applause and praises from us because they were doing something better, but they are just regressing back to where they are with this move. I don't know whose idea this was, but this was totally stupid. But Fousey is like the modern day Joker. No, not that Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. See, society is failing him because they keep propping him up and saying that this is entertainment and this is content, but he's also failing himself for not taking his mental health seriously. In the movie, Arthur Fleck had a terrible life and he needed some sort of help, but so even when we listen to Fousey and his explanation or apology of the situation, we can hear remnants of some of our favorite comic book villains in his response.
Look, I'm gonna try my best not to cry. I've been under so much stress because I promised Eddie and Akil I wouldn't crash out like last year. That my adrenaline shot up and I don't even remember the last 48 hours now that I'm out of it. And now that I calmed down, I'm realizing all the destruction that I caused, and this happens to me all the time. I'm not even gonna sit here and say sorry but I'm trying to explain to y'all, now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf, and I open Twitter and I see what Fousey did, I'm like, I feel so much better now, though. I feel free.
Adrenaline and stress are no excuse. He's talking in the third person saying Fousey and Yusuf. What does he think this is? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? You think that you're Norman Osborn in the... And it's sad because just like other basket cases in the world, Kanye West specifically, it seems like he has some sort of backing that is saying to him, no, you're on the right path, you're doing the right things, encouraging him to continue to put himself on the internet, even though these are things that might amplify his self-destructive tendencies.
Keemstar is at home in his pajamas right now. I know everything about this guy. He walks on the phone all day. He's like the devil. He's in his pajamas smoking a vape right now, telling his team to make videos on me, recording videos on Twitter about me. Nigga, if I wasn't doing what I was doing, you'd be broke with your wife like you hillbilly are supposed to be. You're white in Buffalo, New York, with ugly as no talent, no nothing. Instead of making videos about me, call me. You have my number. Hey, Fousey, can I come? You deserve it.
A streamer saying that somebody has no talent is like the pot calling the kettle black. But even with millions of dollars, and I mean 20s of millions of dollars on the line, Fousey couldn't help but get himself banned just one day into his 30-day subathon. This isn't speculation. This isn't a Dextro tweet. This is coming from the horse's mouth himself. I don't know if it's the horse or the donkey in this situation, but it's one of the voices in the head.
Not even 48 hours into my 24/7 30 days, and Kick bans me. And out of respect for my contract with them, I can't go to Twitch to continue. I don't think they banned me because of the punch. I think the industry and the people in the industry knows if we don't ban him and keep him quiet right now, he's gonna expose all of us. I get it, y'all are scared. I need to find out, Eddie, how long this ban's gonna be. If you guys love me like you say you do, I expect an email explaining why I got banned and how long the length is. Just know, I'm not going anywhere. The second you unban me, I'm live again. And just know this, every second I'm not live, your platform's going to because you guys pay boring, not hard-working motherfuckers to stream on it. I am Kick.
So just like any other streamer in the world, Fousey decided to take advantage of this 24/7, 30-day marathon type thing where you basically just keep the cameras rolling and constantly create content. This prompted Kick to sign him to a big deal, and everything seemed to be going perfectly fine. But there's a problem with 24/7 streams and Fousey that honestly don't mix to me. The thing about it, a 24/7 stream is that you constantly have to be creating content in order to make it entertaining. Sure, you can sleep, but it's gonna need you to be entertaining for more hours of the day than not. And when you have somebody that is supposed to be creating 24/7 nonstop and that's also destructive like Fousey, it only means that the timer is started for the end of this deal to come fast. If you were somebody that picked this up in the 24 hours, then you must be in the house itself, because who would have known that in that 24 hours he would have fired his manager, punched him in the face, got on these platforms and apologized, and totally crashed out. See, one of the biggest problems with creatives in this industry is the fact that they love to create echo chambers of people that'll condone the behavior. Every time you can find somebody giving you some sort of real life credible advice, somebody that's going to say, hey, you're doing this wrong, you're fucking up here, you need to make sure that you're doing things right, you can always find a supporter that's going to say, hey, we love you, we support you, you just had an episode. But after an episode turns into a mini-series and a mini-series turns into Grey's Anatomy, at some point people have to call a spade a spade. This is only going to eventually turn more people off from you. Now, you might continue to create echo chambers of people that will support you, but there's no way that you can justify him snapping on his cameraman like this.
Wait till they hear Ferrari. Wait till they hear Soldier. Wait till they hear the song with Mexican OT.
Wait till they see you in the studio.
Be back on this side. Please.
Close the door. Wait, how long have you been here?
Just like 2 minutes.
Is it muted or unmuted?
I turned off the mic.
What is it on right now?
It's on now.
What was it when I was talking?
Just the last sentence you said?
Yeah.
It was on.
Just the last sentence, that's it.
Everybody sit down, please.
It wasn't on the...
Sit down! Forget the cameras are here right now. What was your name? Rame? This is my career, okay? You asked me for permission to go film outside to smoke your vape. I allowed it. I had a very vulnerable moment with my team. I did not know you crept back into the corner. I just leaked one of my features. That wasn't supposed to happen until 3 weeks from now. I love you, and I'm gonna try something I've never done. I swear to God, on my mother's heartbeat, you would be fired right now. And you personally, I think I would have punched in the face. When you come into a room, you yell, cameras! My life is 24/7. I'm gonna have privacy moments. I just said something I shouldn't have said. I didn't know you were here, dog. Practice again. Walk outside, come back into the car as if we're doing it. We're fucked. Wallahi, I said it. They're saying leaked. Wallahi. That's disrespectful as to my business. I can't leave yet until I get a towel and I know for back. You guys are dumb as rocks. I know rocks smarter than y'all. You guys are dumb. Show that. Why are you recording me?
And then you take it from verbal abuse to physical abuse by slapping the cameraman. Now, I mentioned earlier about the echo chambers that exist online of people that'll tell you that they love you and support you. But we've got to talk about the ones that exist in real life, because those have to be the worst parties involved in these situations. I bet that cameraman took that slap and continued to work only because he was paid an ungodly amount of money based off of his career path and choice that he has out there in life. And what I know from content creation is that he does a very niche thing. So of course he's going to enable the behaviors that Fousey has. These people don't care about good, bad, or indifferent. They don't care if you're in pain. They don't care if you're feeling great. They just care if that money comes through on the 21st.
I'm just going to try and move your legs. These guys are going to get through. Sorry,
3 hours later.
Dude, this hospital sucks ass, honestly. You have a guy crying on the floor. Let's just leave him there. What if I die from my kidney exploding and you guys say we're coming and I'm dead on your behalf in Australia? God, free healthcare, my. I hope I die so that I can blame Australia forever and my parents can sue them for every dollar they're worth.
And even through that pain, nobody gave a shit about Fousey. That camera just needed to continue to roll. Somebody like Aiden Ross, who we've criticized on this platform and others have too for having the wrong people around him, could even see clear as day that hell, something is wrong in this situation. Fousey does not have the right people around him. They only wish to see him get harmed and those checks clear.
He was up for 48 hours. 48 hours. He got threatened. Okay. He still needs sleep. Look what he just did before. He called and said, I have a gun. That's why I want to know who he talks to off cam. Who's a part of his team. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody, but it's bad, bro. He didn't fumble any bag, bro. He still has a big opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get this straight, and I really want him to, bro. I really, really hope he does. I'm praying for him, bro. This is a really fucking big issue, bro. Now,
Aiden, on his team, he has people that are professionals. He has full-blown therapists on his team, people that can tell him, take your medicine, go to the psych ward when you're having an episode, etc., etc. But there are two obstacles that exist before that information can get into Yusuf's brain and tell him that this is the right thing to do. One, it's the people around him, and two, it's Fousey, the personality.
If I don't work 24/7, my ship sinks.
I can't support that. That's your fear. That's not true. And that's what will make you crash. I don't believe it. I don't live that way. It's quality, not quantity, always. Go record the song and shut that down and go home and rest.
Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Oh! Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants.
The thing that makes this so bad is because in these episodes, Fousey might have genuine concerns and complaints about the people around him. And the people that are hired professionals, his therapists that seem to have his good interests, might even be telling him, hey, you got to get rid of those people. However, none of that matters, because if these people are going to tell him what he wants to hear, enable the bad behaviors, maybe even do the drugs with him, then it doesn't even matter how bad they are at their job. He's going to keep them around. The real question is, how many times does Kick give this person a platform? How many times are they going to give him a chance? We've seen time and time again where they've delved out sort of punishments and things like that to creators, but they've quickly taken them back. I think Fousey is like the biggest example because he's had big deals. They lost them, got him back, lost it again, got it back again. This is honestly like the third time that I can remember in which he's had a Kick deal and then lost it in like a short amount of time. Honestly, I don't wish bad things on Fousey, but the behaviors and the path that he continues to go down, especially playing with his mind, can land him in a very dangerous place. And the only thing that's going to happen is the checks are going to clear for the people around him. His bank accounts are going to be empty. His mind is going to be messed up. And he's going to end up in a jacket that's crossing his arms in some sort of padded room so he doesn't hurt himself. The crazy thing about it is the next day, the internet is not going to care. Do you remember that guy? We've seen it before on the internet, so what's stopping him from being the next one? Until he gets true legitimate people in his corner, I think that he should take this time from the internet, find some different things to stimulate him or satiate his needs or his appetites or his cravings, because I think that honestly, this internet culture is doing more damage than it is good, especially if we're talking about somebody's mental health. And for the love of God, Kick, take this seriously. You're one of the bigger enablers in this whole equation. Stop giving him money for the destructive behaviors that he's displaying. It's only encouraging it.